I need to see something being done with the artwork in this building. Right now, we should be at a complete stop. No new artwork comes in here until we have some kind of a program going on. I've got one piece of art out there that I keep being told that the security has to get the kids off of it because they climb up on it and jump. It's probably not appropriate for a building of our size. It would be a great piece to be put out at the new visitor center for the wildlife refuge when we finally get that built. But right now I have a security and health issue now with some of it. The other thing that I would definitely like to see happen is I want to start seeing some of this stuff rotate around. There's no reason that certain parts of the city should get all the benefit of this artwork. We should be able to move it around. I want to see some of it moved around real fast. You certainly can. Please, I wish somebody would weigh in on this but me.
Yes, weren't we supposed to have discussions on this month? And can someone let me know when it's going to be placed on the agenda?
We have it on schedule for the agenda on January 26th study
Right.
session.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. That'll probably answer all my questions then on that. Ms. Trojar?
I'm sorry, my button doesn't work. I do have some suggestions for when we have this discussion. My opinion, I think they're pretty good thoughts because I was on the Cultural Council long before I sat on the City Council, so I kind of have some perspective. And I think I have a good suggestion. We used to do something that we don't do anymore, and I think we need to go back to this particular thing. So maybe before we have the presentation, I don't know, I would like to talk about it to a couple of people. Whoever's interested.
But this has got to go top of list and very quickly. This is a challenge for me. And again, I'm not trying to comment on how a piece looks or what it is or say whether it's good, bad, or otherwise, just none of the buttons are working. Okay, Mr. Lewis.
I certainly go along with you, Paul, on that piece of art in the lobby. I don't think it's appropriate for this lobby. I think it would be better off in another location in the city.
Thank you, sir. Is there anyone else? Mr. Okay.
Mr. Mayor, the buttons aren't working because we haven't loaded you guys into the voting system yet.
Not a problem.
We'll do it real quick.
So if I don't see it, just flag me or something. Mr. McEldowney.
2 points I wanted to go back to real quick on recycling and communication with recycling. I know we unfortunately just lost our marketing lead. One of the things that I know we talked at length with Mr. Carroll about was comprehensive communication related to recycling to ensure that folks were aware of how comprehensive our program is and just really trying to hit the ground running with that messaging. So I don't want to see us lose any momentum with Mr. Carroll's loss. The other piece reminded me of an item I meant to bring up earlier. I think Paul said something about tooting our own horn. I hear over and over and over again wonder and shock in the community when they hear about things that are happening. And I know we've got a couple of great publications that we get out there. It seems like the messaging is falling short, and I don't think people in our own town are aware of the things that are actually happening here that we have sort of chopped up as wins, if you will. The other related item on communication is similar to what was happening during the annexation, where there was sort of a rumor mill brewing about things that were or weren't happening, but there was really, it was hard to get sort of the fact out there. Aurora has the Prairie Waters project that is cutting through a good bit of our city, and I have been absolutely shocked at the number of stories I've heard about what's happening with that dirt moving. Folks might be interested to know that we're widening 120th and adding extra lanes between E470 and Buckley, that we are getting ready to break ground at a new shopping center. So, I mean, there are a wide range of myths that are prevalent out there. So I'm wondering if perhaps on our website, we might look at doing, did you know? Or some sort of an awareness link. And I know that not everybody is going to have access to the net, but it's one quick and dirty means of getting some of this messaging out there. But I think it's important that we do our best to try and put some of those pieces out there so that people are spreading fact, not fiction. We have a great challenge, especially in the north, with folks feeling like they've been told the same story over and over again, whether it's with grocery store development or otherwise. So I think to the extent we can stem some of those issues or those rumors would do us all well. Thank you.
It's a great idea. If we could follow up, that would be terrific.